Hello and welcome to Literary Gladiators. Let's meet the participants.
I'm Cyndi. Tara.
I'm Ari.
And I'm Josh. And today we are here with our second episode of a literary response to art. We are going to look at a work of art, and then we're going to write about the first thing that comes to mind, and then share with the class. The work that we are going to be going over is...
Get ready, folks.
Ohne Titel, which means without title in German. This was painted in 1960 by Eva Aeppli.
Eva Aeppli. Apoples to Apoples.
Just like in high school.
Just like in high school.
But her name is spelled EVA space
EVA. It doesn't really matter.
AEPPLI. She was a Swiss artist, and she was a painter and a sculptor.
Tell you what, this is disturbing, but I will write down what I think about it.
I think that it's always interesting to... So, everybody ready?
Oh, yep.
Let
Can
us
I start?
begin. Okay. Let's start writing. Sounds like you're writing a little bit more, Rory?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Oh, right ahead.
I thought of something else to say.
Alrighty then. Let's share with the class. You want to go first, Cyndi?
Sure. My impression of this is that it's kind of a goth clown. It meets the Scream. Both clown and ghost. Fierce and remorseful, fear and sadness. The black background and the light shadow details of the face are striking. Although it looks a little bit like the artist wanted to erase it by throwing the black paint at the canvas.
I'm sorry. I'm really struggling to get past that goth clown remark. I'm trying to be serious here, and it is just so hard with that. But it was great. It was great. I'm not saying it wasn't great. I'm just struggling right now. Ooh.
I pretty good and throwing the paint, trying to erase it by throwing the paint.
I like that.
I like your descriptions. I think they're going to be very memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Tara?
The Liquid Man, well, we all know he's the one behind the side and ahead of us. He is the result of society says he is. That is, he's lost his true name and is just called the Liquid Man or Melting Man, depending on where you live. When you cross paths with the Liquid/Melting Man, one must face their dark side, especially the empty depths of his liquid, dripping eyes. Don't get too lost in the dark, or you become the Liquid Man, so legend says. He is that man you stereotype. He is that man left and forgotten. He is the person with the disease we made him. He is man.
Nice that you created a story out of that.
I like that, the quartet at the end.
Because I've thought about putting something together where we create a story, a more fictional or
Like a
imaginative work based off a work of art.
That'd be cool.
I'll consider it. Okay, you want to go, Ari?
Yeah. Well, this is not going to be very pleasant, which I apologize about. No title. That's what you said it was called, right? Ohne Title or something.
Without title, 1960.
1960 by Eva Aeppli. By the way, some of these might repeat just because I was kind of writing heads, but the black and inky darkness, so sad to form tears streaming down its face, yet surprised as if in shock, a drainage of the eye and a color unnatural, a macabre definition of inner turmoil, pain, notwithstanding, breaking down. What has caused this squiddick despair of a surprised corpse, or at least it looks like a corpse? Kudos to one who survives this torment of marker and pastel oil black. Is the sadness? No. 'Tis despair eternal. Eternal despair, bleeding carelessly and endlessly. The pool of black void where hopes lie dormant. No. Dead. When will the unsightly dripping and pooling end? Is this figure unloved and lost or broken? I've never seen a figure of a person in such pain, but if he's truly alive, God speed his way to the wooden box in the moldy hearse where he will find more solace than the current status quo.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's powerful.
That's
good.
awesome.
It's good.
I like the direction that you took with with this because it's very meaningful to the emotion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was, when you showed that to me, I was a little bit, I almost was sad. I felt like just like he felt. And I wanted to write what I could empathize with this figure. What do you have, Josh?
Okay. Where do I begin? This must be a depiction of what this individual has seen. I'm not sure if this person's horror is directed toward something they saw or what is happening to them. As I look again, they are being consumed to the neck by their own demons, an inability to handle the demands of the world around them. I think of Aeppli's time of shutting the world out, and perhaps this could be a reason as to why so much to analyze, like the English major in me craves to do. Or is this just Ari reacting to Tara answering that Wallace's favorite cheese is Swiss and not Wensleydale? Though everything about this piece reads struggles of the outside world. Though I did research on Aeppli.
I was going to say, it sounded like you did some research.
And before, toward the beginning of her life, she lived very isolated, and toward the end of her life, she also lived isolated in a way that she shut out the news and television, didn't pay attention to anything. All she was concerned about was what was going on in her world. And something like this could be a commentary as to what the outside world can do to somebody,
At least I got,
and how they respond.
even though I didn't research her or anything, at least I got the idea. Like, that's what I felt like.
Yeah.
This is society. Like I don't know. I just felt like this was what happens when you let society dictate who you are, and then you lose your individual self.
George Orwell.
Because to me, I see that this, the black on the bottom is what's dripping out of them.
Yeah,
And they're being consumed to the neck in whatever that is. And then the hair, to me, I see
You clearly saw my hair.
manic.
Yeah, I thought I was also thinking like someone like it just went crazy and then just
No, my initial impression was when, because at first I didn't see more, when you don't see it in the way of pain, you see it as Ari getting excited over something.
Doesn't look like that at all.
Like when his eyes light up and his mouth opens
Does
up.
this look like
No.
light to you?
This looks like
No, it
somebody,
doesn't like when
looks
your
like
eyes
someone said something
bulge
wrong.
out.
This
Not
looks
Well, you
like,
want me to rip out my eyes?
Someone
Yeah.
said the wrong thing at the wrong time.
I'm sorry?
Someone says the wrong thing at the wrong time, or or like says a joke and it ends bad.
Or when it's
When I first saw it, that's what I thought. I was like, someone told a bad joke, and it ended badly.
just surprised, like when Ari's surprised
Oh,
by
sure.
something in laughter.
No, I don't see the smile. It looks like a cringe.
And
Bless
you
you.
drew a picture?
Oh, I was just trying to read
Okay. It looks like a really good
I was just trying to repeat what I saw.
reenactment.
I was pointing to the hair because the hair was all over the place. But no, I wanted to be more serious for this one. This was
Okay.
I couldn't. I'm surprised you went that direction, because I couldn't have gone that direction with this.
I mean, there were aspects of it that were serious. But it was an impression. It's all about what you see when there's so many different ways of looking at a work of art.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And there are, I mean, unless it's something that's clearly
What it
tragic.
Yeah.
Like, you can never make a joke out of people being killed or exterminated.
I just saw nothing but absolute terror and despair in this picture. This is what some of my earlier songs were like.
Mm.
Like, if you put this to lyrics, you'd probably get some of my earlier songs in my career.
In the 60s.
Mhm.
Just kidding.
Well, no, I mean when I first started writing songs.
No, I was just kidding.
But,
When you're younger, when you first start writing out.
alrighty. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to our second literary response to art. This is a very interesting aspect of being able to look at something or approach something and then write about what comes to mind. If you check out the picture, which I'll leave a link to down below, you can. I'll be interested to hear what comes to your mind. I want to thank you for tuning in, and for now, and as always, we encourage you to keep reading.
Keep reading.